Hello everyone, I am Tacet and welcome to the Gems of War. Average hero class will probably be good if we ever get Dragon 50% mana start. However, it doesn't currently exist and for that reason is relatively bad. Basically this has 40% score reduction into triple burning, which is the main thing that is used for, but overall is not really used because there's plenty of better other triple damage burnings out there. And if you're looking for tankiness from a hero class, you generally just go Sentinel, as it is the tankiest hero class in the game. So the fact that this doesn't have a natural half mana start, or even a way to get a half mana start because there's no dragon half start, tends to not really get used as often, which is a little bit of a downside to it, to a point where, well, it just doesn't get used. Also, dragons have been quite a bit less meta in the meta right now, and for that reason, it just hasn't really been used. Of course, Easter stuff's still going on. Today we have 750 gems with 8 Vault Keys, which isn't too bad. Not as good as what they might be doing for tomorrow's offer, but we don't know if we're going to be getting another just Easter offer tomorrow, or if they're still going to be doing a Vault Event one, because tomorrow is Vault Event, so do be mindful of that. So maybe they're doing that before Vault Event to like kind of make people think that they're going to have one tomorrow. I'm not sure. But it's kind of strange that they're doing this the day before Vault Event. I'm not sure what's up with that. I also kind of have to wait and see. But it's still decent value if you did want to go for that. Other than that, that's pretty much the game plan. Then get a little bit more leverage on Knight. Still trying to get that to 100. We'll probably get it done this weekend, actually. A good majority of it tomorrow when we go grind for Vault Event. As, of course, Vault Event starts as soon as reset time. And it'll be lasting all of this weekend from Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, all the way till Monday reset at 3 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Anyways, let's go and get into things. Before I do, let me just make sure. What happened to stream? Still up? 1 second. My other page is being a bit weird. Why does it not show that we started? I know we started because I could literally see it going. There it goes. YouTube just being all laggy for whatever reason. Anyways, let's get into things. So, Blue Guild War. I think we might need to change our medal setup. As far as our defend team today, how's that been doing? Our defend team today did 3-4, but it's a really annoying Weaver Life and Death team. So it's kind of expected that it'll have a good win rate. And actually the highest win rate so far this week, which is to be expected. It's Orb Weaver. It's Life and Death Orb Weaver team. It's going to have high win rate. It's arguably the strongest defend team in the game. Anyways, Blue Guild War. We kind of switched back to our roots and just went Truffle. So I think we're going to stick with it. We ran it last time, went well. Probably run it this time, hopefully run well. And that's probably going to be the game plan. As far as what we run with it, we definitely do not want to run what we're currently running. We could run 3 seasons. We could also run Pure Magic. Either or would work. I'm actually leaning towards Pure Magic, though. Truffle does gain one of the biggest benefits from actually running in a Pure Magic team. And for that reason, I believe that is the way we're going to go. So we'll just run it with that and hopefully be able to burst it down quick enough to win. Though we could go the other route if we wanted to play it a little bit safer. Some of these battles we might want to. I think we'll hold off for now and see how it goes. Because Truffle, doing it like this with extra magic would help us not lose, or help us win quicker, but it won't help us not lose is the only problem with that. Whereas setting 3 seasons would actually help us not lose, so I don't know, it seems tempting to actually go for it, especially against Skull Spam. You know what, I am actually going to go seasons. I lied. Normally I would go magic with this, but for safety's sake, I'm actually going to go 3 seasons. Where's the other season medal? There we go. Alright, we're going to go 3 seasons for this and see how it goes. This is the first guild where we have seasons anyway, so might as well be using it. I don't feel like I'm using it too much, so here's one of the instances where we actually would. Because not only does it give us the full amount of durability that we'd gain if we went all in on HP or all in on armor, but it also gives us some additional attack, which we can poke with. And once we get looping on this thing, we're pretty much auto-winning anyways. So this will just help us not lose a little bit. So that's the game plan with that. And this actually does not run hero, and you do not get penalized for using multiple of the same offensively. You do if you do defensively, but offensively you do not get penalized at all for using multiple of the same. So we'll go with this. It is indeed blue, pure blue. We are on a blue day, and seems like everything is checked and ready to go. So I hope all of you have been doing well today. Hello, Army X Stoop. Hello, David. Hello, Abby again. Hello, Dan. Hello, Raikin. Hello, Judius. Hello, Cookie. Hello, Raikin, Dan, Kalthos. Welcome, welcome. Hello, everyone else. So right off the bat, we are frozen. That is slightly unfortunate. However, the colors that we are frozen on do not actually matter as much, though they still matter some. But not as much as some of the other colors we need here. Unfortunately, no surge there. That's a big deal. That's very unfortunate not getting surge there. Okay, we're not frozen on yellow, so we'll go for that. We'll then go for a brown and double up and just hope he doesn't cast. He does have Skull Distract on board. The biggest issue here is if he doesn't take that skull, we actually lose. Oh no! Rip. Luckily it didn't hit too hard, but still, that hurts. And that rope dart trying to get in value. We could try double green here if we miss again. It's going to be really bad, though, right here. But I don't think we have much of a choice, so we will go for a complete miss. He does go for Quillen instead, at least, though. But if nothing else, it just sets him up for another cast here. We are going to have to just go for this, just because he got too much value there. So we are going to go for it. We do not have a drop into either of these two, so we're probably just going to have to take it for mana. And the skull he'll hit on 0, so it doesn't really matter that he goes for it. He does get a little bit of free mana. Ooh, a little bit too much, though, off that extra turn off the top. I do kind of want to use this, however, not yet. Want to take a little bit more board off, and now we'll go for it. And a bit of a miss. He does get another convert in there. He does have follow-up with Rope Dart. And Mirage Queen might die here. Looks like he's getting quite a bit of value. We can go for cast. We'll probably just go for red, though. What I really need to do here is just get this thing rolling, and then we should kind of be good to go. We are entangled right now, and we do not have a way out, so we're just going to have to take Skull just to poke him. Unfortunately, though, he would get Cascaded Skull. Gosh, nothing is going our way this battle. I think I'm going to try to double edge, just to keep it more with green. And as long as we don't miss here, we still are somewhat in this. It's not over yet. So we'll go for that. Luckily, we do get all the way back to full mana. That is very beneficial. I'm going to grab that just to make sure we have double green in case it somehow misses here. We'll go for double green here. That doesn't miss. Perfect. Hopefully we'll get full mana, or at least something to work with here. We'll double green again. He does have that one really annoying Submerge, which is helping to protect him very well right now. However, we can still get skull pokes like that. We'll go and throw another one down. So the bunny is almost dead. Festive for... That's kind of funny, because it's Easter, or almost Easter. Soon TM. Very close. Anyways, we'll grab that just for guarantee mana. Get our double here. What I really need is skulls, obviously. No skulls to be seen, or at least not in a way that we can actually take them for value. Now we can, though we'll end our turn. What's your ability? Well, you're entangled, so it doesn't really matter as much. So we are going to go for that. And now we just need blue surge, or just take the green. He broke his submerge, so he doesn't have it anymore, and he is dead. Well, that battle was shaky, but it came through. It came through in the end. Well, that's why you set seasons. Extra protection so you don't die, gosh. That thing got vicious during the beginning there. We just got really bad board after really bad board right at the start multiple times over. Okay, that's a little bit bad. We are frozen on something that's not as favorable. We are frozen on green now, which is bad because there's two different greens on the board, both of which we can't really do much with. So I'm going to go for that, just give Mirage Queen some if nothing else. Though, then again, maybe I should have given him green, mostly because he wouldn't have fed into anything. Now he gets a little bit of mana on his first. But that's such a high mana cost that shouldn't really matter much. So we are still frozen, so I'm just going to pass my turn pretty much, getting some mana. Waiting till that thing gets unfrozen. And the second it does, we pretty much win. So we'll go for that, take a little bit of blue again. If you could get unfrozen, that'd be great. Might be a good idea to actually put some Cedrics on if we had to. I mean, some Orpheuses, I should say. So that misses, and we are still frozen, though. But we'll grab that. We're not frozen on red, however, so we'll grab that. We are frozen on that, so we cannot go for it. I do not believe I have a drop for it either, so let's take that for now. Lucky random extra turn over there as well. We're technically not blocked on this, so I can go and try looping a little bit if we want. However, I am frozen on green, so the second I take any green here, we are going to lose our turn, so let's go for that. He does get all of his green to go do another Mercy here, though he doesn't go for it. Or actually, never mind. I thought there were still 4 times there. Somehow we are still frozen, gosh. We'll take Skull just because we need to not die. That'd be great. Let's see. Oh, we're stunned. I was wondering, why didn't he get entangled? We are stunned. That would be why. What do we need? What do we need? What do we need? I think we just take a green randomly. And hope we're finally unfrozen. There we go. Wow, that took way too long. Okay, did we win? We have won. It's over. We got infinite loop. Oh, no. He has Submerge, though. Why must everyone run Submerge? Rip. Okay. The slight issue of not having Hero on our team. Every single person's going to have Submerge. Alright, we can kind of extra turn spam until we get Skulls. The only problem with that, though, is it's going to pass a lot of turns, which does lower our score a bit. I want to try naturally getting Skulls rather than swiping them. Well, we might have to swipe some, just because we might not get lucky enough to just randomly get some. Not to mention we'll keep denying out our own Skulls. We could always wait till a green Skull alignment, or green Doom, but I need to make sure both my things have full mana, though. Like, right now would be a perfect time, but we don't have alignment, so we're not. Until we get alignment on it. We'll basically just keep doing that till we get alignment, I think, at this point. Still no alignment. Or the mana. Let's see, we'll go for this, double the green. Double the green for full mana onto both. Throw it back across. There we go. And now can we just get one big alignment to kill it out with? Doesn't even matter if we extra turn. We just need like 3 of them. And it is 3. Is that enough damage? It looks like enough damage. Yeah, it's enough damage. There we go. Another battle that didn't go the greatest, but hey, we didn't lose, and that time we actually did keep everything. We'll go again. I was going to say maybe we go for some cleanse here, but the only thing we need to cleanse is Entangle, so there's not much. Yeah, Queen Beatrix is pretty awesome. I do prefer Truffle, though. I do personally prefer the Truffle. Oh, forgot to take the blue, fail. What's he using right now? Frost Mage? No, he's using Thief, which might actually be worse in this particular instance. Worse for us. Let's see. We'll take that over. We still have the core of the team, so that's good. Problem, though, we already have a Def, but we'll take that for now. Get our poke. We could double green and try for it. I don't think it's worth it on this board, though, right now. He's entangled right now, so he can't do too much to us, but he's still going to find a way. So Mirage Queen goes to first. That could be slightly problematic. He does not have Submerge or anything this time around, at least, if nothing else. So that dies out. We're in a really sticky situation. Try to think what we could do to stop his mana accumulation here. We could take yellow. I don't think he gets... Yes, he does still get some value out of that. We could take yellow down. No, but then he gets Red Skull. We could take brown left. No, then he still gets extra turn. We can take green down. I think that's safe. As far as him not having alignment, anyways. Oh, nope, he's still final alignment. We're dead. Let's see. Still possible. None of them actually have full mana, so yeah, it's definitely still possible. Problem is, we can't actually get full mana here, can we? Well, actually, yeah, we can, but it's not the one I wanted to have full mana on. So we'll go for that. Oh, good. Luckily, we cascaded it. Okay, can we make this work? Hopefully. Okay, we got a kill. Making progress. Throw that down. Throw a double. Why is every single battle so close today? We're still winning them, but they keep coming like so close to death. Just one of those days. Also, this isn't one yet, but it's pretty close. We almost got a double single infinite loop where you don't even need the third. Third's still very helpful to have, though. I guess I'll go for Skull just to entangle him more so than anything. Keep him entangled for a few turns. And now we need Blue Surge, ideally. Any green also works. Unfortunately, well, actually, I have to give him extra turn Skull. As long as he's still entangled, that doesn't matter. And he is still entangled. So that works out, and we won. And he's dead. That's match. He's double green. Actually, I could have just killed him right there, actually. Well, I might as well go kill him with mana at this point if we came all this way. There we go. Hey, and we're almost going to have tier 1 by tomorrow as well, which will end up working out pretty nicely. Okay. Can every single person in a guild not copy the same team, please? Have a little bit more diversity. You're allowed to. Also, hello, Captain. Welcome. And hello, Clarence. Welcome, welcome. And hello, Bill. Welcome, 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 welcome. Flipping tables as you come in. And hello, Drock Savage, if I didn't already say hi. And Analyst. Gosh, I'm missing all the hellos today. Let's see. Yeah, we're using Gob Truffle Team in Guild Wars right now. That's correct. This is Guild Wars. You do not get penalized for using multiple of the same offensively. Defensively, you do. Offensively, you do not get penalized. This team's been tearing us apart, though. It keeps getting a free kill every single time. If not 2 free kills. Ooh, that's dangerous. Or is it really just about to double free kill us again? Well, we're back where we just were. Gosh, this deja vu. I feel like every single battle has been the battle we're doing right now. Oh, wait, how do we not get extra turn there? Oh, we might be dead. We might be dead. We're dead. If that truffle dies, we're dead. Oh, gosh, that was so unfortunate. How are we getting trolled so hard by this team today? Very unfortunate. Hey, something else, finally. We're not up against the same thing. Okay, let's try us again, except this should be way easier. If we lose against this, there's a problem. Though I don't have Cleanse for freeze. But we still have enough damage, that should be fine. So we'll take Skull immediately just to get some Entangle going. We'll take blue to blues, get all that rolling. We're actually not frozen on that, so we can just go and cast it for free turn. We'll double this. We do lose our turn, however, we need the mana. We can still actually turn off this one. So now everything except the one has cleanse, which is good, but also bad. Because now we can't use the one. I get double green, however, we do lose turn for it. So we can still do that for extra turn. Unfortunately, not full mana. So I'm just going to cast that then, which will also lose our turn. Unless we cascade it into an extra turn off the board that we still needed. And that should be match. We just throw that down. And unfortunately... Gosh, that Divinish Ball Aquilin team, it's still one of the stronger teams in the game. Divinish Ball Aquilin's still a very, very good combo. Hasn't changed. Okay, and now we won. We're not frozen on anything relevant. And dead. Hello, Wrong Writer! Welcome! There we go. Unfortunately, lost once. We're already on pace for like 9,300 anyways. But, yeah, the Divinish Ball Aquilin... definitely clipped us with that rope dart. Got a lot of really lucky starts with that build. Hard to tell exactly where we're at right now just because of the battle difference. I think we're actually about tied, from what I can tell. We have to keep in mind we don't have all of our battles in yet, so it's a little bit hard to tell if it's ahead or not. But currently, where's all of our battles? Do we have a couple of people AFK? Or maybe they're doing stuff for Easter? Though, given that it is pandemic, not sure how many people actually are. What am I looking for? I'm looking for Guild War. Who haven't done their battles? I assume it's like 1 or 2 people that have done 0? Now we just don't have that many people doing it in today, and because of that, it just hasn't gone as high. Because assuming we get all those battles in, that should be, well, every person, 2 people was at minimum, like, or it averages about 8,000. So how many people are we missing? We're currently missing 9. We're missing about 9 people, and 9 people times 8,000 comes out to what, 72,000? So 72,000, that's like what, 24,000? But regardless, is 72,000 higher than that, which means theoretically we're at about 680,000 potentially, as long as no one in my guild does too bad. But assuming that assuming 1 loss per person or so on average, we should come out to about 680,000 right now. So we're not doing too bad right now. We just need to get our battles in. Of course, we don't know if everyone else has done their battles or not. But once people get their battles in, we should be good to go. That'll probably happen at some point today or tomorrow. Because everyone's been doing their battles every single day, which I find kind of odd. Because everyone was doing every single day, but not today for whatever reason. Anyways, let's go and clear out some other dailies. Hand out a code soon. Oh, we got epic gems today. That's 50 gems. Very nice. Every little bit adds up. Obviously, we won't be running that for this. What I want to go run is our Explore team to go get some Knight XP. Before I do, though, let me switch back to pure armor, as we normally do with this team, as it is insanely good. I'm the one doing the trolling. Haha. Hello, Simpleman! Welcome back. But you forgot only the best 27 counts? Well, I know that the best 27 counts. But that doesn't happen until after the fact. I am aware. I was changed as of, what, 5 months ago? It was something they were talking about for like years, but only implemented a couple months ago. I am aware of it. I just don't see how that has any effect on what I just went over, though. Because all it does is take the lowest 3 from your guild and removes them. So if they're all 0s, it removes them. If it's 4,000, it removes them. If it's 8,000. Does it take it into account every day? I have not actually noticed that, but it might. That probably is the case then. I haven't actually noticed that as far as score difference. So that theoretically means there's less of a gap, which would explain why we're about a 20,000 up on them. Because I counted like every single one. So we're probably about tied with them then. Because when I did that math then, that showed like we were at like 240,000, which would have been up by 20,000 on them. But that's probably why, because they already had their things removed. Their lowest 3 removed. Oh, to take there. Move that over for now. Move that over. Take our green. Because obviously having your lowest 3 removed when they're all zeros is a lot more beneficial than having them removed when they're like 8,000 or something. Okay, we'll take that over then. Kill that out, which shouldn't be one shot, but all we have to do is get mana up again, and we'll be good to go. Unfortunately, we don't have any way to do so over there. So we'll grab that. Oh, why did that skull have to be right there? The AI likely would not have gone for that if it wasn't for the skull there. Slight fail. Not too big a deal, though. We just go for a... Do we try for Sky Blue? I think we do. We only have one spot for it unless we double red. And then he gets too much value. I'll just take the guarantee mana. And luckily it is enough for full, and that should be enough for dead. Well, that isn't, but this is. There we go. There we go. Okay, so next thing, we'll clear those out. Let's go clear out our dungeon. Hand out code, mess with class, and then mess with the other class. Get the Dragonguard classes to get our free gems, and then do our normal knight class in order to actually get it leveled. We still, of course, need quite a bit of levelage on it. And, you know what? I'm going to keep using Explorer Team. Why not? I normally switch out of this just because it's a bit quicker. But the team I normally use with it does not give us Knight EXP. So we'll do it this way just to get the free XP. Plus it still one-shots the first battle. I believe it's the second two that it does not end up one-shotting. Which is why I normally switch out of it. But double casting isn't horrifically bad. It's not that much slower with this team. Though it leaves Rowan open for a long duration of time. It's the only really big concern with it. Okay, so it does have barrier. That's actually going to be a little bad against a Rowan build. Just because we don't really have much of a way to poke. However, I somewhat lied. We actually do have one way to poke. If he could ever stop, we could go do that. Get rid of all his barriers by doing that. And then finish it out. There we go. Now double cast the final one and should be good to go. Luckily, this one shouldn't have any barrier. He has heal. His mana accumulation. No barrier, though. Grab the purple there. Take a Rowan. Let him do his thing. Throw another thing down, and that should be a match. And no extra turn, but he dies next turn. And he's dead. There we go. Nice. Okay. So, next order of business. Let's go hand out code. Mess with Dragonguard class. Though I don't need the EXP. I just need it for the small amount of gems. Also, we are running a bit low on codes, unfortunately. And I'm not sure when Salty can get us more. Which is even more unfortunate. We have enough to last till about Easter. But by the time Monday hits around, I'm not sure we have any codes left. Unless we can get more. Because right now, I'm using our 4th to last code this should be. So put that in. Does indeed work. But yeah, we only have 4 more codes. Or sorry, is that 3 more codes, actually? We have 3 more codes. I have code for tomorrow night. I have code for Saturday night. Or sorry, I have code for tomorrow morning. Tomorrow night. Saturday night. And then we'll give out, assuming we even have any left, a special code for Sunday. Because it's Easter. And then I'm basically down to 0 codes. And we might not even have one for Easter if we don't have any big codes left. I believe I have at least 1 big code left, if not multiple. But we need to go double check. Anyways. Make sure that works. And it should. Oops, I did not mean to copy paste that whole thing. There we go. Okay, here you guys go. Use gemsofwar.com with the game code section. Your invite code can be found underneath your settings menu, whatever your game says right over there in the bottom left corner. Redeem codes right over there in chat. Copy paste the random numbers and letters, starting with 5G. 5G mud. But just copy paste all that. And get for the redeem code. And it gives the same reward as always. 2 treasure maps, 1 gem key, 200 souls, and 2,500 gold. And assuming we have it, we might have a better one for Easter. Hopefully. And we will be streaming actually all of Easter. Other than dinner, I'm not really doing anything special for it. So I'm probably streaming Animal Crossing most of the day, kind of like we normally do, but ending in like an hour or so earlier. And eating and doing all that. And then we'll be back at what should hopefully be normal time at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Sunday night for Easter. Man, also we'll wear a bunch of bunny ears. Once again. Though I wasn't able to get more bunny ears this year. So far, every single year we've added more bunny ears. This will have to be an exception because Yeah. I'm not going to be looking through a bunch of stores during now. Plus, most places that would even sell it are probably closed out right now. Because they'd probably be non-essential stores. Good majority of them. I'm not actually sure if that dollar store over there is closed. Because that's where I got them one of the years. Was the dollar store over there. Haven't actually bothered checking. Nor will I be. But anyways, where was I? I am looking for Dragonguard class. So we can go and clear this out. So as far as team, we could probably just go with a quick Dragon Soul team. Or just go Dawnbringer Rush. I might just go Dawnbringer Rush. Let's see, what do we have for options again? Yeah, we'll probably go Dawnbringer Rush. We don't have a really follow-up mana generator, though. I guess we could go that. Because you don't mana to accumulate to anything. Let's go Dawnbringer, I guess. Do it with any half mana start. We won't gain EXP for it, but at least we get them done quicker. Let's see, and we'll do it with, what do we even need for this? We can do Stormcaller. Wait, Stormcaller doesn't naturally have half, do you? Wait, does Stormcaller have half? I'm pretty sure you don't. No, it doesn't have any way to gain half. He has no way to gain half. Also, how did our thing come undone? I must have copy-pasted a team that had Stormcaller in it. Hey guys, for whatever reason, we did not have final perk. Oh no, I guess we could just go Titan. Should be fine. Still has half mana start, still has all the other components we need. And then we just go all in on a weapon or a banner that's related to it. So we'll go all in on... Actually, red, yellow is minus brown, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Though we also have one for minus green, which is fine. So I guess we'll just roll with this. Dawnbringer as Titan into Divinia, double Dragonian Monk. That should hopefully work. I'll just do this for some quick kills. Might need to switch it up for the final two battles, but the first two sets, it should be way more than enough damage to one-shot them. Oh, it would help if I set to magic, though. I don't believe we currently are. So of all the things to get mana first, why you? I guess we could use that for board control. He's a really time-consuming board control, though, given the fact that we're trying to go quicker on it. But yeah, let me go over to magic. That would help us way more, of course. And head right back. But yeah, the last hero class in the game that's supposedly being added in the game is going to be not tomorrow, but next week's Friday. We're getting really close. After that, they'll probably find some kind of other event to go and switch to the weekend. Like raids, because there's a good chance raids in Tower of Doom very soon, probably one at a time, will be moved to a weekend event. And that likely will be over class events. One of them. Which one? Who knows? But one of them is probably going to replace out class events. If I had to guess, raids is probably the next one to go. Then it'll be Tower of Doom. They're not permanently leaving. They're just changing it over to weekend events with other week-long events going on. The only slight issue that may cause going into the future is a higher gem sync in the game. And just killed it out. But yeah, Dragonian Monk has a lot of weird board controls things that could do. Quite a few of which it's one of the only few troops in the game that can do it. It used to be the only one, but then they made Dragonian Monk also have, or sorry, Dragonian Assassin also have a similar capability. Because Dragonian Assassin used to just do an X in the middle, but then was changed up. The other day you said there were lots of good Webspinner teams. Can you list a couple of them? Webspinner into the 2 Empower troops that spam skulls. Webspinner, Orb Weaver, Arachnine Weaver, and King Averlon. Webspinner into any double skull spam team like Divine Shpala Quillen. Webspinner into Wild Queen, pretty much any team. You just put a mana generator in between and then maybe another mana generator, another damage source. You basically have the team as Webspinner Wild Queen as the main focus. What other Webspinner teams are there? There's what's a good majority of them. I know. I mentioned like 4 or 5. Can't think of anything else off the top of my head. I know there is more though. But you mainly use it with really high skull impact and then just rush them down. That tends to be what it mainly gets used for. So Empower Skulls, double Convert Skulls in double combinations, with Divine Shpala Quillen still being one of the stronger ones. Wild Queen just in general because they both create green. while she also gets to do skulls while doing green. And stuff like that are all great options for it. Yeah, we'll take this one. We'll just keep it down to going down the line. Yeah, that's why I said when I said the two Empower Skulls, I just forgot their names. It's Fist of Zorn and... not Apothecary, what's the other one called? Apophysis? Yeah, it's Fist of Zorn and Apophysis. The two of them. It's a little bit high risk, high reward, because if you get a bad starting board, it's a little slow. However, when you get a good starting board, it wins so ultra quick. Like, it might actually have one of the quickest wins in the entire game when it works correctly. It's one of those kind of teams where its average win rate is probably slower than the best team in the game, but its max win is like one of the quickest in the games. It's one of those kind of situations where it doesn't consistently get its max speed, but it has a higher max speed than like anything else. It's one of those kind of situations for it. Also, I still have this I'm sipping on from like 8 hours ago. One HP, you've got to be kidding me. Let's hit a skull and it'll kill it. Oh, there's 20 gems for our daily. We're about to get 25 more gems by getting through all this game mode. You still miss Guild War every week? It was kind of nice when we had Guild War every week. I wish it would be bi-weekly. It kind of has a middle ground between it all. Just so it's not as common as every single week, but still common enough that it doesn't feel like we barely even have it anymore. But I don't know, I would personally love to see bi-weekly Guild Wars rather than once a month. What do we do about this? I think I'm just going to go double skull at this point. Try for it off of Sky. How do we not have full mana? There we go. And dead. There we go. Okay, next battle. 2 more sets. Now we'll give us 5 gems and 10 gems. Take that over for now. Oh, that's a bit of a mistake. That or even better not escape where we lose 10 gems. Well, not lose 10 gems, but we get less 10 gems profit. Because it would make it so we can't get all the way through. Well, Guild War rewards aren't the greatest. However, its cost also isn't that high compared to most other game modes. The amount of cost to fully participate in Guild Wars is 0. The amount of cost to partially participate is like tier 3, which is only 40 gems. And even if you spend the max amount you can, how much is it these days? I actually forgot. Isn't it, I'm pretty sure it's 85 per set, if I'm not mistaken, because doesn't it go 10, 25, 50? So if it's 85 per set, there's 4 of them. That comes out to, what is that, 100 or 380? But yeah, it costs 380 to do game mode. Those numbers are not that high compared to many other game modes. A free 40 or 380 for its gem costs. Free if you're just doing nothing for it. 40 if you're just doing like the best value. And 380 if you're doing max. We're actually going to take a red and don't bring it down. Because most of the game modes these days do cost way more than that. Like, look at the most recent one. To get overall best loot, you have to spend like over 1,000. And even if you're just doing bare minimum, I think you normally need to get like, what, tier 4 on it to get the weapon? Which is like 500 gems. And while you do get more for those 500 gems, or, you know, you're getting more in general, the upfront cost is more. Even though you're also getting more in return. Try for yellow off a sky. Didn't get it there, though. Unfortunately, but we should go for Dawnbringer, kill it out, be good to go. Could I name a good capture card for streaming? I've just been out using the Elgato 60, I believe it's called. Let's see if I can find its name. 1 second. It's like Elgato 60 or something. I just picked up whatever I saw. It was kind of just to test it, and then it was like, I was going to see if I was going to return it or not, and then I just like never bothered returning it. Could have probably gotten off of Amazon for like 40 bucks cheaper or something, because it wasn't on sale or anything. I know it normally goes on sale for at least like 30 bucks cheaper, but I think I spent like 180 for it or somewhere around there. You can normally find it like below 150, but it's a, let me go finish drinking this and go check over there, just so I don't knock this over. Uh. 1 second. Yeah, it's an Elgato HD60S is what I use. Elgato HD60S. You would only need that if you're trying to do it from a console, or, you know, specifically from a TV. So if you're trying to play the Switch version, or PS4, or Xbox One. You would not need that if you're doing just a PC version. Let's see. Also, there's some other alternatives to it if you're using the mobile version. Though I would not advise streaming off the mobile version, though you could. Let's see, we'll take that. We'll grab a... I'm just going to take blue for now. And throw down Dawnbringer. All of our Animal Crossing streams run off that capture card, as well as anything else that we ever do that's not specifically on PC. We'll get Dawnbringer for now. Hello, Dinosuit Girl. Welcome. Yeah, Guild Wars is fun but stressful. It is by far the most stressful game mode in the game. It's not even close. But that stress gives it that edge, which not everyone likes, but it's missing from the game most weeks. Because if you want that edge, there's like almost no other piece of content that has it other than Guild Wars. But of course, everyone who hates having to deal with it will never like Guild Wars. Too bad there's not like a single player way that's kind of like that. Almost like a really high risk arena or something. Something that could be repeatable whenever. So they could still keep Guild Wars once a month, but still have something else where it still seems as high risk as Guild Wars. I think some people find Guild Wars stressful. Just because some guilds, particularly bigger guilds, have Guild War requirements. Mine technically does, however, it's not enforced insanely hard as long as people are trying to improve and everything. I ideally would want to keep a 50,000 minimum, but we currently really only have a 40,000 minimum. It's not even enforced extremely hard. It's a little bit hard for mid-game players to do 50,000 minimum, though. Pretty much everyone without every legend in the game is almost never going to be able to do that minimum. Yours is like 53,000 minimum? Gosh, yeah. Some guilds could be really, really high with it. 53,000 is basically only one loss, like 1 or 2 loss. I believe that's leeway for 2 loss, if I'm not mistaken. Which is probably my average, I would say. But you have bad weeks sometimes. I'm pretty sure 53,000 is 2 loss. Or 3 loss if you did really good on all the other days. With 9,600s. Let's see, we'll take that over. Yeah, unlike most game modes, you can't use gems to go too much higher. You can still use gems to buff yourself up. However, there's a cap of like 380, which is pretty much how much you would pay just to go into the normal base value of a normal event. Because that's normally how much you'd have to pay to get to the weapon or something similar to that of most of the events. But for Guild Wars, that's like the absolute max you could ever contribute. You did 9,507 today? Nice. Yeah, unfortunately lost to Divine Ball Quillen. They sniped us with an Entangle Rope Dart into Skull Spam. And unfortunately clipped our things. Yeah, what is our average right now? I believe we would be... as long as we only have 1 loss right now. No, we are 2 losses. So if we were to be on track for 93,000, we'd have to not lose the rest of the week. And if we had 1 more, that might still be over 93,000, but it'd be cutting it very, very close. So at this point, we'd basically have to go flawless the rest of the week, which I think we can. Blue Day is generally my worst day. Brown Day is normally not too bad. Purple should be fine because Wild Queen. Actually, technically both of those should be fine because Wild Queen. And Yellow Day is one of the safer days as well. So yeah, we should be fine to go 5-0 the rest of the week. Or I should say 15-0 off all 3 of those. I'm still kind of find it weird that our Divine Ishbala team, the one that we kept losing against right now, actually did pretty good. Maybe I should switch it back to Frost Mage. I currently use it with Assassin. But it might be a better idea to switch it back to Frost Mage, finally. It might be time to switch it back. We'll consider it. Also, another thing to consider is not having Divine Ishbala in first slot. I mean, in second slot. And have her in first slot instead. There's a lot of different orders you could do this team. I still have not really concluded onto which way is the best. But we might actually go revamp that for next Guild War, I think. And we'll definitely get rid of Assassin for Frost Mage. Frost Mage is just such an annoying thing to deal with. Like almost every day where any hero class could technically fit, we should pretty much just do Frost Mage. Because it seems like it's the best way to go in most of these kind of teams. So that's probably what we'll do for that. And just make that switch and see if that helps improve its win rate a little bit. Because so far it's the only one that actually won 0 times this week. This one should win at least twice, if not 3. This should win at least twice. This one could actually go 0. It's a little bit of a weird kind of mix. It can win, it cannot win. It's kind of up in the air. Anyways, next thing. Let's go finish out class. Because we are only 2 battles left to go get our loots. Okay, what do we need here? We'll take loot for now. Grab a bunch of greens there. Grab a... what do we need? Let's take red for now. Hey, Valraven in first slot. Do we even need to let the Valraven win? If it runs away, it doesn't actually matter, does it? Oh, we'll still kill it just in case. Wait, did we still need 2 battles, or was this the last battle? Oh, find out after the battle. Let's see. We'll try for yellow off a sky twice. We missed it both times. We'll take our blue, throw it down, and I should be dead, and he's dead. Oh, never mind. We did need that Valraven. No, we didn't. Yeah, that Valraven was completely unneeded. Weird. Well, we'll go throw some extra bonus, I guess. Why not? Might as well. We got the Valraven early. I was going to say, there's no way we need that Valraven. Okay, let's take red. Do we have enough damage to one-shot? Unfortunately, no. Still got a double tap even though we have extra stats. Barely, but we still have to. Oh, that's not where I meant to do that. Fail. Mistakes are made. That's a big deal. Anything kills it. Problem is, we need something. There we go. Oh, of course we would get both the options simultaneously and hit them simultaneously. Super overkill, but there we go. And that's that. Claim our gems. 25 free gems. 10,000 gold and a little bit of class XP for a hero class we already maxed. But oh well. Helps get our gems back up. We are almost repaired back over 20,000. And after this weekend, we should be, between Gnome Event and everything. We're just taking tribute in general. Anyways, let's go get a level on Knight. Let's go get this thing leveled. So we'll go and double check how much more XP we need. We need quite a bit, actually. We need to go get 78 more. So let's go get 78 more. And we'll probably keep going till we gain a level on it. Yeah, we can be using the battles for class XP. I normally do, however, I wanted half mana start just so it would go quicker. Knight does not have half mana start. And I thought it would go on too long if we tried doing it that way, compared to if we just quick win to get our XP this way. Because it would substantially slow down if we were using Knight for that. Whereas we can quickly just get 2 XP from this in no time at all. It's like 30 seconds. Whereas the amount of time that it would slowed us down by not using Titan would have been probably higher than 30 seconds. Just how much time we save right now by doing it this way. Each battle cycles in about 15 seconds or so. 15, 20 seconds. What's everyone's worst Guild War day? I feel like today on Blue Day is probably my worst, personally. I feel like my best just in the entire history of the game has been yellow. Though, in the current state of the game, I almost feel like green works a little bit better for me. Green Guild War day. That's just because I love using Wild Queen. But I'd probably still say blue is the worst. Red used to be pretty bad. We've got a lot more red options since then, though. Yeah, green has really high impact stuff these days. There's a lot of really hefty first slots that just work amazing. Plus Wild Queen's more insane than ever since last year. Red has notoriously been the hardest Guild War day always for quite a long duration. And the main reason for that is Red has the least amount of tanks, which can be pretty problematic with the kind of things that get used on Red Guild War day offensively. And even one of the mythics that kind of tried filling that gap isn't really that good in first slot, even though it's supposed to be a tank. You hate brown because everyone runs just goblin teams? If everyone's running goblin teams on brown, you can literally just go 4 gob chompers. I'm pretty sure brown day is one of the days people don't go goblins. Because if you just go gob chomper, you auto win. Goblins are almost never ran on brown or yellow Guild War, because they tend to auto lose to gob chompers. So if you're still losing to them, just use 4 gob chomper, or 3 with something else, or, you know, mana generate around gob chompers. Because they have 50% devour on goblins, plus they do double damage on everything they do to goblins. How do you unlock the thing so you could enter the code? Oh, you go to gemsofwar.com with the game code section. And then just put in your account information. You just put in your invite code for the invite code and then your redeem code, which is whatever we put in chat. However, I believe the redeem code is dead at this point. They go pretty quick. They normally go in like 5-10 minutes. We'll have another one every single nightly stream. Assuming Salty gets us more soon. And we'll also have one tomorrow morning when we do our grind for Volt. For Blue Guild War, you run Rope Dart, Grey King, Mercy. That actually reminds me, I don't use Rope Dart offensively on a single day. I probably should. It's a really good weapon. I don't run it for Yellow or Blue Guild War. Maybe I might need to put it into my Blue Guild War. Mostly because it counters Skull Spam, and we were up against a lot of Skull Spam today. But I might need to give it a shot in PvP and see how it goes. Let's see, what are we up against? Ah, Life and Death. That was a double thing that wouldn't actually be used with it. Where's my current Blue Guild War? Because I'm pretty sure I do want to revamp my Blue Guild War. I revamped it last week into this too. And I don't know. I'm still not happy with running Truffles for it, even though we can technically run Truffles for it. There's just too much Skull Spam on this day to run without a Rope Dart or something with Entangle. So we are going to run a Rope Dart. We'll try the exact team. I'm normally not a huge fan of Grey King. For that reason, I don't tend to test them as much. If I could find him. Oh, I was right the first time. I just wasn't in the right section. Fail. I was. I was right the first time with the spelling. Grey King. Possessed. And then we just need the, what's his name? Mercy. Which is mostly to feed. Wait, is the Mercy really just to feed Rope Dart? Well, I guess it keeps you alive too and cleanse. So even though you're only feeding one, there are multiple purposes that she's serving. So I guess that makes sense. Okay, what's the minus red banner? Which I probably shouldn't check it based on color. I should check it based on plus. And what we need is blue and probably purple. Okay, what's the minuses here? Plus 2 blue, plus 1 purple, or plus 2... Oh, no, that has a minus, though. So we'll go with that. And with class, we can end up going quite a few different things depending on what we want to use here. I feel like we'd probably want to go a skull-oriented one. Not one as much as assassin. But we could go Titan, play it safe. We don't need mana accumulation on anything specifically. We, oddly enough, do have multiple divines, so it wouldn't be worth using... never mind, I forgot, you're not divine. We do have 2 divines at least, but it wouldn't be worth going out of our way to use priest or anything like that, just for that. Yeah, I am leaning towards Titan. I think we need the barrier on brown to not die. And we can use Enrage if we want. Stick with a standard tank. And are all the traits set right? Yes, we need Enrage, Barrier, Dust Storm, extra brown, damage, stun. Okay, that should be fine. Okay, let's give it a shot, see what it does. So right off the bat, we obviously Mercy if we have it. Unless they're running stats effects in which we hold it until they do those stats effects. What do we want here? We'll drop that mana. Let him have a skull. He gets stunned from it. Grab a little bit more mana. We can then go disable something. In this case, it looks like purple is a pretty good disable, so we'll go for that. That gets all of those disabled. We can then go and rope dart something, which at this point I think is his first slots. That does allow us to kill it before he gets a spell off, which we'd want to do in Guild Wars to make sure they don't get as much value. However, problem, we are entangled, so I guess I will Mercy just to guarantee get that off. He will go and freeze himself. I'll take the brown. Interesting that he would take it that way because he's frozen. AI does interact a bit differently when it is frozen. It's one of the weird things that it just did because of it. Should probably threw rope dart first, but never mind, it is enough to kill. And it dies. So that was a lucky situation where we got 3 of the same. Let's see what it does against some that do not have as much the same. So here we go. Here's life and death. If it can win against this, it can win against anything. However, it's not using in the correct order. Normally you put the life and death in second, not in third. What do we take here? Do we have Mercy? Well, obviously we do, but we don't have alignment on it. We'll take that, we'll take that. We got a rope dart, we got Mercy again. However, I don't need the mana, so I'll probably just throw this down. Oh wait, he's using, gosh, he's doing a lot of things wrong with his team. You should always use Stealthy on your Orb Reaver. Oh, he doesn't have the levelage for it. You don't get it till 40 if I'm not mistaken. Aha! So he's just starting to using Orb Weaver. That would explain the weird order and the lack of Stealthy. Let's see, what do we take here? So purple disable, what's the other color into it? Brown? Well, that wouldn't actually hit anything then. So, yeah, I think we go to purple here then. Let's want to rope dart something else. Is that enough to kill her? It is off in rage, yes it is. So we'll do that. Take a skull and that will kill it. We can then target onto purple or something, but before we do, let's do that. Now we can target onto green. And just do that to hit a bunch of green. It gives us Mercy as well. You can then throw to Mercy. Throw rope dart. Skull is not enough even within rage. I will kill that out. And luckily we double skull and it's already dead. That has potential. That has a lot of potential. It has double true damage on it too, which is pretty nice. And Mercy helps give it that little bit of cleanse it needs. I like it. We'll consider it next Blue Guild War. See what happens. Unless I can think of something better before then. So what's in our mail right now? Oh, it's just PvP to reward. From all the PvP battles, because Guild Wars does of course count as PvP. That also means any traits that trigger in PvP do actually trigger in Guild Wars, by the way. So if you are going to be using something that has a trait like that, they do trigger there. Or if you're up against an opponent that does. Like that one brown one that gains 10 all stats, that does still happen in Guild Wars. because Guild Wars is PvP, even though it's not called PvP. It still is categorized as such for bonuses. Alright, catch you later, Kalthos. You're heading to bed. Good night. Catch you later. But I'll probably keep going until we get level on night. And then probably call it a wrap from there. Which I think we're about, I want to say 50 XP off? Maybe a little bit less. But of course, we get XP at a relatively quick rate due to the rate at which we win battles. There, it should be right around the corner. We're at, what is that? 61, so we'll go get all that then. Should only take about 20 minutes then. That's about how much time that amount of the XP takes at this rate of winning. Theoretically get a bit done quicker in PvP if we really want to. I generally don't actually run it, but yeah, it is actually quicker XP running one trophy PvP. Maybe we will just because we're going to be stuck doing Explore like forever. The only thing I really hate about it is the amount of times you have to click refresh, and it really ruins the cycle of how I like doing my battles. But yeah, and it can also take you a while to find it sometimes. You basically just have to find a really weak opponent, then kill it out like you normally would. However, you get 2 XP for these battles rather than 1. Which actually makes this a quicker method. However, you're winning less battles, so you're getting less gnomes and stuff like that. However, if you're looking at it purely from a class XP standpoint, this is actually the quickest class XP in the game. Oh, no, 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 no! Ah! I thought I clicked on it. I definitely tried clicking on it. Misclick there. Obviously, we wanted that one easy 1,900 battle. But you basically just keep repicking until you see something below whatever you know you can kill. I believe we can kill below 5,500 generally. Of course, it depends on troops, but generally speaking, we can kill under 5,500 in one shot with Rowan. And you basically just rinse and repeat, claim your 2 free XP, and then just keep repicking until you find it again. Some kind of easy battle that will die in one shot. The thing I hate about this is it ruins the gameplay loop by you constantly having to click refresh button. Which can sometimes take a while. But it is technically quicker than running Explore. However, I wouldn't advise doing it during a gnome event. Mostly because during a gnome event, you would be getting a lot less gnome kills. You're also getting less hero XP. Even though you're getting more class XP, you're getting less hero XP as a trade-off. Because you're not winning as many battles. Due to the time that you're spending repicking rather than actually battling. But unlike Explore, these battles give 2 XP each for class. Whereas Explore only gives 1 at all difficulties. Speaking of dogs, yours is begging for a walk. Definitely make sure to walk it. If nothing else, if you're not allowed to do it outside because of pandemic, you can still do the yard. Just pick up after it. Well, you normally need to do that anyways. And I'm kind of glad not having a pet. They're fun to have around, but I don't know, there's such a constant responsibility. That could be too annoying some days. Especially when they're trying to be all needy and cute. Cats are a lot easier to deal with, though. Normally because you don't really have to walk them. Just have to play with them a little, feed them, and pick up after them, and that's about it. And they actually can easily be trained to actually go in the same spot every time. Please give an easy battle. I'm probably going to back to normal Explore soon. What's my favorite dev dog? Salty, Cinny, or Kafka? Wait, I don't think I've seen Cinny's dogs. Cinny has a dog? I didn't realize Cinny had a dog. I know Salty and Kafka do. Wait, what does Cinny's dog look like? I don't think I've ever seen Cinny's dog. Dogs. Or I don't even know how many she has. Hey, Beatrix. And we'll take this one. Only a level 43, gosh. I feel bad, but we need the XP. Let's attack all the low levels. These are people who probably started, like, literally, like... Actually, can we actually see? We could probably see when they started. Let's see. Battle log. Oh, no, that's not the right person. Oh, yeah, I forgot. It doesn't track it because it's casual. For whatever reasons, casual PvP doesn't get tracked underneath your battles over there. Okay, this is 8,000 or 5,805. I don't think we have enough damage to kill this. Pretty sure we don't. It depends on the battle and if they have spell reduction or anything. I believe our wing's normally a little short on damage. Yeah, that's what normally happens. This is why we have to do 5,500 below. Because if we take like a 5,800 like this one, it lives barely. Generally. Like that's going to live barely. Especially if they had spell reduction on one of them. You kind of learn after a little bit of time what you can and can't kill after doing this. I generally don't use this method that often though. But we'll do it right now. Just because we're going to be using the other method for hours upon hours this weekend. So a little bit of a change in pace. Yeah, bracket 1 of course can't go up any. And bracket 1 only can go down by 1 bracket. It is impossible to go down by 2 brackets in bracket 1. Even if you make dead last, you still only go down by 1 bracket. My guild's currently bracket 4. And almost dead last in bracket 4, however we don't have most of our battles in. Once we get our battles in, we should be anywhere from 2nd to 5th in bracket 4. Probably not 1st. This weekend, you'll be playing Final Fantasy VII. Yeah, some people were mentioning it last stream, too, if I'd be playing it or not. But no, I'm not going to be doing Final Fantasy VII. I will eventually be getting into all the Final Fantasies. However, that'll be like a year-long project. And 1 year, we'll probably just play through like all of them in correct order. I just don't want to start like all the way in the middle at 7. Because I haven't played a single Final Fantasy game. We will eventually be getting around to it. However, I will not be doing Final Fantasy VII. At least not right now. And probably not anytime soon. Let's see. We'll take that for now. As far as RPGs, I really need to get around to Octopath Traveler. Heard a lot of good things about it, and I did get it the last time it was on a really good sale. I think it was only 40 bucks. And I still haven't played it yet, though. Need to. So you may be noticing I'm skipping firebombs. There's 2 reasons for this. One is you don't know for sure if it's 4 times firebomb. And the second is it's actually quicker to one-shot these battles than it is to wait out a firebomb team. The only time it was really good to always go for firebomb with this method was back when you could do a higher difficulty setting. But you're not allowed to do that anymore. There's no higher difficulty setting where you can farm our gold off of. There we go, nice little common thing right over there that we just kill out. Actually, almost looks like the old Sunbird teams, not quite. And it's killed out. Now, it should be pretty close to our level. That's how quick this method goes. It's not that much quicker, but it is noticeably different, or noticeably quicker. So we only need 17 more XP now, which is 8 battles. Oops, was this even within kill range? Probably not. No, it's 2 casts. Oh well. We'll just have to double cast it. Not that big a deal. Go for that. Go for our explosion. Early game and mid game. The good old times of the game. I've made multiple accounts. It's actually a pretty fun section of the game. Because it really makes you think of what you can actually use. Team building is a lot different in that part of the game. And you see probably the most diverse team builds in the game. Just because everyone has different stuff. And has it upgraded to different amounts. Whereas in endgame, everyone just runs the meta. Every single meta there is, that's all you see. And there's a lot of things that work in early to mid game that don't actually work later on. Which is also interesting to see those builds. Because even people who can build meta in early game, in mid game, and even like the earlier part of late game, they have builds that don't actually work into end game, but work really, really good as meta like early game builds as you're progressing through. Dragon Soul teams at low levels, like one of those examples. Then it kind of shifts to things that have really high boost ratios that are like Legends and Mythics. And then it shifts to whatever the meta actually is in the game. For like level 1200 plus. Hey, Gnome, we'll be seeing a lot more of you this weekend. Want to give us a vault key for good luck for this weekend? Nope, just some gold. We'll get plenty this weekend, hopefully. Please give us a battle that can actually be done with one shot. Hello? Hello? There we go, finally. That's why I normally prefer doing Explore. You can actually click that button 20 times and not find a good one. I believe anything less than 10 repicks is actually quicker than Explore, though, which is kind of funny. Oh no, I needed that. My finger was too quick. Fail. There we go, let's go with that. It might actually survive though. Oh yeah, with extra stats it definitely will. Whoops. Whoops. Unless we take a skull first. Let me actually just do that. That should be kill range now, hopefully. There we go. Oh gosh, it's not. Barely. There we go. You remember the first time you went on your stream? You just got Tesla, your first legendary back in the day, and asked you for a team for your suggestion. And you suggested Dwarven Gate with Tesla. Yeah, I'd probably still suggest it, honestly. It was really strong in early game. It's still pretty decent. Like, there's other things you could turn it into. But triple Dwarven Gate Tesla still works. It's obviously other things you could use it for. But that team's still meta to some capacity. Like, if that's your only legend in the game, or you don't have that much, it's really cheap because Dwarven Gate's common. And then you have the mana accumulation that you can just keep going into itself. And you went from level 179 to 1000 using that team. Yeah, it lasted a whole game. Like, I could use it right now and still win PvP. It would not be optimal compared to other stuff, but it would still win in a timely manner. But anyways, let's set that back. We got our knight level. Any other questions, anyone? New player here. Hello, Tacet, Saratach. Let's see. What's in Explore that makes people do it? There are a couple things in Explore that are very beneficial, depending on what level of Explore that you tend to farm. There are basically 3 main levels of Explore that people tend to farm. There's Explore. Gosh, do I have a kingdom or that hasn't have the Explore done yet? Well, let me just restart this Explore real quick, just so I can go show it. But there's 3 levels of Explore that tend to get done. If I just go retreat here and reset it. Okay, so there's 3 levels. There's level 2, level 3, or actually 4, I guess. Level 2, level 3, level 5, and level 12 are the main Explore levels that tend to get to be used. Level 2 is pretty much the lowest you should ever do, unless you're really early game to the point where you have to do difficulty 1. But basically, this is just the really low difficulty where you can quick kill it. You should ideally be trying to do the highest that you can quick kill. However, these really low difficulties of 1 and 2 are used in early game to mid game in order to just farm stuff. You can either do Dragon Soul to soul farm the difficulty 2. You can use Phylacracy to soul farm 1. You can use a Rowan build or Sunbird build in order to quick kill either of them with mana accumulation, and pretty much those kind of things. Explore 3 is where you eventually upgrade to when you have enough damage to actually kill it with one shot, like a Rowan build, and that's what you normally see me doing. Explore 3 is really good, while Explore 1 and 2 is just good for just getting easy early game kills and souls. Explore 3 is good for getting class XP. It's one of the higher rates of class XP in the game. It is tied at the highest rates of hero XP in the game. It has a little bit of tokens to go along with it all, and it does about 100,000 gold per hour on top of it all. So the main thing is mostly used for is, of course, the class XP and hero XP. Next up, we have ourselves difficulty 5, and that's one you normally see me doing quite a bit. Difficulty 5, it's very situational, but difficulty 5 is the highest trophy rate in the game if you can one-shot it. This you don't do till way later in the game, but you need to have enough damage to be able to one-shot the entire battle. Currently, I believe the only thing that can consistently do it at a decent range is Phoenicia, and you have to build completely around a one-shot Phoenicia. But you get a reason why this is useful is a little while ago, a couple months ago, they made this so it gives 2 trophies. Difficulty 1 to 4 gives 1 trophy. However, difficulty 5 to 8 or 5 to 9, I believe it is 5 to 9, I think it is, ends up giving you 2 trophies. And for that reason, difficulty 5 is the lower difficulty that gives you 2 trophies. And it's actually the highest trophy rate in the game. This isn't that relevant because trophies do basically nothing, but it's still technically the highest trophy rate in the game for any guilds that care about trophies. And other than that, difficulty 12 is probably the most noteworthy thing in Explore. This is the best way to farm tokens, which is the main loot that is from Explore in the current state of the game, ever since they got added about 5 months ago. And this is basically the main reason anyone does Explore. You would do this with the quickest quick kill team you could do. Best one, to my understanding, is still using a Scorpius or Yali team for Skea. It's a relatively expensive team, given that it needs 2 mythics, one of which is required. The other one can be replaced by a couple legends that have poison all enemies. But basically, you just quick kill Explore 12. You get the highest token rate in the entire game, while also farming about 3. That you can't end up doing till much later into the game. But no, the one that you would do for class XP is pretty much Explore 2 or 3. Whichever one you can easily quick kill. You normally see me doing 3 just because I have enough damage for it. But basically, you'd want to use a team similar to what we've been using, this team. And basically, whatever you can kill at this range, this is Explore 3 right now, whatever you can kill at this range is what you want to use. And given that you are earlier on in the game, you probably want to do it on Explore 2 rather than Explore 3. Oh, did the stream just die for a little bit? My bad. We're back. Sorry about that. But you just run something like this, throw an instant kill, and your Rowan should one-shot. And if it doesn't, you need to go to a lower difficulty. If your Rowan does not one-shot in that situation, you have to go and lower the difficulty. But if it can, then you can just put it on difficulty 3. And if it doesn't one-shot difficulty 3, do difficulty 2. And if it doesn't one-shot difficulty 2, just put it difficulty 1. But as long as it's one-shotting, that's the main thing that matters there. What is a good team for challenges? Depends on the level range. For the earlier ones, you can run something like this. For the mid-range ones, you probably want to run like a Skeleton Key team. So something like Cedric, Sparkle Sack into Egg Thief into Skeleton Key into Greed or Leprechaun. And then for the later battles, you basically run the same thing you would run for any higher piece of content in the game. So you'd run like Mang if you needed something cheap to run, Mang Titan. You could run really high damage Skull Spam. You could run things that have instant kill. But those are like the 3 sections. You run it almost like how you run pet battles. But the upper end does go quite a bit higher, to the point where you probably would need Mang or instant kill or something that can definitely upscale. Yeah, you can use our Skea Shield team for challenges. You can actually run that through the entire thing. The team is our Skea Shield, Rowan, Leprechaun, and Mirage Queen. It's this exact team, but run Skea Shield in first slot. Skea Shield you get for free from 250 wins on Sentinel Hero class, which you get from the Skea Kingdom. And it's working out pretty well. And you can buff up Rowan's armor in order to kill it, and boost ratio based on their stats. It's a pretty nice option to have. And super cheap as well. Only expensive thing in there's Mirage Queen. However, it can be focused by opening up portals within Sunken Fleet, which might take a little while to get that many shards, but generally after a couple hundred, you would most likely get it up to the point where you can run it. But anyways, guys, any other questions? Otherwise, I'm probably going to be wrapping up for now. We'll be back tomorrow night, as we are, as always, 1 hour prior to now tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Other than that, we will be back with Gems of War in about 12 and a half hours from now, around 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we'll be running Vault events, grinding out the Vault events, trying to get as much progress on that as we can, and seeing how much loot we can do. Do keep in mind, on Saturday, we will be doing Animal Crossing instead throughout the day, so we will not have a morning stream for Gems of War, but we'll still have our normal nightly stream, and same applies to Sunday. And even though it's Easter, we will be streaming all day on Easter. Which kingdom is best for level 12 gold farming with a double Cedric team? Good question. I believe, oddly enough, Kedar was pretty good for it. Not Kedar. Leonis Empire, I mean. It would have to be somewhere that has no revive. No revive and no spell reduction. And I believe, even though it does have mana drain, I believe Leonis Empire was actually one of the better options for it. But yeah, the main two things you want to avoid are three things. You don't want them to have Empower. You don't want them to have spell reduction. And you don't want them to have, there's a third one. Oh, and you don't want them to have Revive. Anything that can revive them, so you have to kill them again. You want to avoid those three mechanics. Any kingdom that avoids those three mechanics are generally good. And Leonis Empire is one of them. There's a few others, though. I guess theoretically, even Merlantis would probably work. Merlantis has a lot of Submerge, but Key Team completely ignores Submerge. So it wouldn't actually matter that they have Submerge. But anyways, guys, any other questions? And then we'll go head out. Let's see. You need a Queen Mab. Wait. I'll need a Queen Mab soon. There's actually a better Queen Mab. If you've seen some of my old videos that might mention Queen Mab, you would actually be better off running, what's his name? You'd be better off running, Frostfire, oh gosh, what's his name? Frostfire Mage? Whatever that one red-blue is from, Frostfire Keep. It, basically he's like Rowan, I mean not Rowan, it's basically like Frost Mage but better. I feel like, Queen Mab is almost never really used due to how much stronger the Frostfire Keep's, legend is. Because it not only gets to burn on top of the freeze, but also doesn't have to deal with mana burn immunity, which is quite convenient. But anyways, guys, I'm going to be heading out for now. Have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your week. Stay safe from the virus. And, yeah, we'll be back tomorrow morning around 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time in about 12 and a half hours from now. And aside from that, next Animal Crossing stream is Saturday at around 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow. And that's pretty much the game plan. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will catch you guys soon. Goodbye, everyone.